All right, let's cover being a new grad. Being a new grad. I was asked to kind of cover the night shift. I've kind of already done that. I don't really know of anything else I can say about that, but let's cover being a new grad. A new grad nurse. You just spent, I don't know how many years you spent, took me 3. You just spent several years of school to become a nurse, and now you're a nurse, and now you have a job. Congratulations. You have made it this far. The job is done. You're there. So what you need to do now, get yourself mentally prepared. Being a new grad is a terrifying experience. You're going to be scared to death. You're going to be horrified. The one medical drama show or whatever that I will tell you to watch is the very, very first season of a show called Scrubs. It was like the late 90s, early 2000s when it came out. In that very first season, you will see the doctors going into the closets and crying. You will see staff just like, I don't know what I'm doing. That's how it is being a new grad. They actually legit got that correct. Like, I do not watch medical dramas. I can't. I just can't. I don't bring my work home with me. I'm not watching them. But that very first season of Scrubs is probably the best representation of being a new grad as you can get. And they were doctors, not nurses. But still, will you find yourself going in the closet and crying? Probably. You probably will go in a closet and cry. Did I? No. And I'll tell you why I did not. And it's not because I didn't want to. It's because I was too scared to leave the unit out of fear that every single thing was going to go wrong that could go wrong. I was just in constant fear my very first, I don't know, maybe 4 months, maybe 6, that I just killed everybody. I was in constant fear and just terror my first like 4 to 6 months of being a new grad. I lost sleep at night. Like I thought about work like all the time. It was hard for me. Did I go in the bathroom and cry? No. Did several of my friends go in the bathroom and cry? Yes. There were times, like there's a scene in Scrubs where one of the more experienced doctors opens a supply closet only to find another doctor in there crying, and he asks for the supply that he needs. She hands it to him, and then he walks off. I've been in that situation where you go in the supply closet or, you know, wherever, and there's a new grad just in there just boo-hooing, and you're like, I need those gauze right there behind you. And you grab your gauze and you go. I've been in that situation. I mean, this was, you know, further on in my career, not as a new grad, and I could definitely see how it happens. You've got to get yourself mentally prepared for what you're about to do. You're a new grad nurse. You just learned all the skills humanly possible to be a nurse, okay? You know the stuff. Now you got to know that you know the stuff. You got to know that you know what you're doing out there on the floor. For the first little bit, you're not going to trust yourself. I didn't trust myself. There's still times now where I don't trust myself. You have to trust yourself. You've made it this far. You are a nurse. Congratulations. You are now working as a nurse. Now you got to trust yourself. You got this. But you got to tell yourself you got this. You're not going to believe me. You got to believe yourself. You got to get yourself mentally prepared. Now, it may help, it may hurt, but I've got kids. Kids kept my mind off of work when I was home, and that's awesome. But when I would sleep, my mind would still race about work. If you got kids, be sure to spend time with them. You know, get your mind off of work. Find a hobby if you don't got no kids. Get your mind off of whatever it is that you're doing at work, whatever unit you're on. But get yourself mentally prepared. It's going to be scary. You're going to lose sleep for a little bit. It's normal. I promise. I went through it. Ask any nurse that's going to be legit with you. They went through it as well. We lost sleep. we were terrified. I made a video about how I'm still scared on the unit, and I am. But it's a different kind of fear. It's a different kind of animal now that I've been doing it for a little while. But just go out there. You know the stuff. You know what you're doing. Convince yourself that you know what you're doing. You're going to be fine. Always do your med checks. Always be safe. And you're fine. You got this. You know what you need to know. You will be fine. Get plenty of sleep also. Getting sleep is what's up. So, hope it helps. Thank you much. Sorry it's been like a month since I made a video. Just, had a lot going on. Changed jobs. Had a baby. So, it might be a little bit longer before I make another one. I don't know. Hope it helps. Thank you much.